Hey guys, welcome to Samco Workshop. Today we're going to be talking about doing this trailer floor. You want to paint a trailer floor, you're going to think about doing it. I'm going to give you some advice for it. This here is my pressure washing trailer, and this floor is 1.5 years old. And the key thing you got to remember here is the chemicals that are used by my business in here. Okay, we have Pool Shock 12.5% that is spilled out of these containers, plus the containers that we have out here. That stuff is leaking in here all the time. We have muriatic acids, we got oxalic acids, we got detergents, we got gasoline, we got oils and gas coming out of pressure washers. We got all kinds of stuff that is in here hitting this floor for 1.5 years of this trailer. As you can see, you know, I try to drip a little bit into this bucket here, but most of the time this floor is completely soaked. It is saturated every single day. You know, I haven't used it since yesterday. I had the day off, but you can even see the staining and stuff. It's still wet under there. So this floor has been abused. Tires in and out, wheels in and out. These things dragging across here constantly because I'm tired of picking them up. And this floor has been through the works. What did I put on it and why is it? Well, first of all, it's a Dry Plus floor. This is Dry Plus here also, okay? Dry Plus is it's a resin impregnated wood that is designed to be better than marine grade plywood. So it's very water resistant, very tough, and it has the screw pull out resistance of plywood. So it's a very high-end flooring and walls that we have in this trailer. People look at it and go, it's just chipboard. It's not. This is actually a very serious Dry Plus resin impregnated, very expensive, very high quality material on here. But this floor takes a beating on a level that is unheard of. I mean, again, you have to understand that this trailer is soaking wet every single day and covered in some of the most potent chemicals there is every day. So knowing that, I wanted to make sure the floor was covered. So as soon as I got it and I started going, I put Bear Deck Over. I'm showing you a picture of this stuff right now. I've used it in my other trailers and it is phenomenal. This is just 2 coats. 2 coats of Bear Deck Over. Now next year I'll probably put another coat on it, but that's all it is 1 gallon or 2 gallons. I think I had to use 2 gallons to get the full second coat, but that's because it absorbed so much the first time. When I redo it, 1 coat or 1 gallon will do it. But Bear Deck Over is what has done this on here. And like I said, I mean, you can see the dirt. I mean, this floor just, you have no idea the amount of abuse that this trailer floor takes, and it is held up incredible. I went up, you can see a few inches above the kickboard, and I also, you can see it back there, I even caulked behind there because there's so much water that comes off of this reel system. I wanted it to roll off of there down to the main floor, so I caulked that back there real heavy along all the edges. Like I said, I mean, I did it right with this floor to protect this trailer as long as I possibly can because of the conditions it's in. So what we're going to do here to kind of show you is I'm going to hit this with a little bit cleaner, and we're going to wash it out real fast. We're not going to do anything crazy. I got some Black Fury. It's a high pH non-acidic cleaner. I use this as a wheel cleaner. You can see I have on there wheel cleaner, but it's fantastic. But we're going to just spray a little bit on here, let it work for a second. I'm not going to coat the whole thing, so we'll let the water push it around. And again, I don't care. I'm not moving anything out of here. This is a demonstration for you guys. But we'll just kind of hit this a little bit in here, and then it'll suds up when we kind of hit it with water. It'll dilute it a little more. But just to kind of show you through the middle here where all the traction and activity is, what it looks like. So I'm going to hit this here, soak it in a little bit. This stuff is so dirt cheap too, by the way. You buy it for a gallon for like 28 bucks, and it makes 5 or 6 gallons worth when you dilute it. This is the best. It's a bug and tar remover wheel cleaner. Again, not acidic. It's just incredible. High pH cleaner that works awesome. So we kind of put it on here, just kind of squirting it around a little bit. Again, just to do a little cleaning with it. You can see all the dirt and all the crap in here. Again, I don't care because of the fact it's just going to look like this again when I take it back out washing tomorrow. So, but we'll put a little bit in there. I'll hit that with a pressure washer here, just lightly, just my little 1800 psi washer that we have right there. But we're going to just soak that, let it run around a little bit, and then we'll just kind of hit it, and then it'll take you a look and let you see what it looks like when it is all cleaned up. So we'll just get a little water on it, a little light misting through there, okay, like so. Nothing fancy. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my brush right here, because I have it handy. And I'll brush that middle section just so you can see what this looks like again after almost a year and a half of I mean, this is what this trailer looks like all the time. Soaked constantly. This is how it is. So let me hit this real quick, and then we'll come back, and then I'll rinse it off, and we can see what it looks like. All right, we just gave it a quick little scrubbing. Right there, just right through the middle. Again, I didn't move anything. Nothing out of the way. I did knock my bucket over. I didn't even move my soaps here. Like I said, I didn't get carried away because I don't care, but we're mainly going to let you see what happens here. So I'm going to let this dwell on here for about 5 minutes. Let it just do its work here, and then we'll clean this out and see what it looks like. But again, a year and a half of constant daily abuse this floor has had. It has been the best I've ever seen. I have epoxy floored trailers before. I have painted them with acrylic or with regular latex paint, and I have also done the bare deck over. By far, the bare deck over is the best floor protectant I've ever put on a trailer. Keep in mind, I live in northern Michigan still. Currently, we're getting ready to move to Georgia, but in northern Michigan, we are dealing with salt. We are dealing with all kinds of adverse weather and stuff like that, and nothing beats bare deck over for this kind of stuff. And again, think of the chemicals that are constantly on here. Like I said, acids and etchers and chlorines and sodium hypochlorite and sodium percarbonate. And I mean, there's so many horrible chemicals that will burn your skin right off your body. Like this stuff, literally burn your skin right off you, and this floor holds up to it perfectly. So let's give this rinsing and see what it looks like afterwards. I didn't do the ramp as far as scrubbing it or washing it, but we'll rinse this stuff off and see how it looks. All right, so there we go. We just rinsed it out, kind of thing. Like I said, nothing crazy. You can see I didn't even get in the corners. I just don't care. You can see the mess in here. But showing you guys, again, look at this floor, and it's soaked like this every day for a year and a half straight, all the time. Well, keep in mind, winter time, it's not wet because it's stored, but it's stored with all this stuff in here and just stuck away. But best flooring I've ever found. Hands down, best flooring I've found out there that does not chip, does not peel, does not crack, does not give me any problems. Like I said, it'd be very easy to put a coat over top of this again. But even with the flooring before, see how this is coated over that stuff? You got these, there's a bubble there, a little bit of a bubble right here where my foot is right there, and a couple of those. That is because I used it for the first 6 months without anything on there, thinking a dry plus flooring would hold up, and it did, and it's doing good. But the harsh chemicals, that's where my bleach always sat, and you can see where it did that. This is where my other one of these bleach jugs sat. You can see that if over time it did that. And so like I said, and this is where all that stuff would run down through and do that. So the two spots, that's what made me say, okay, I got to do something, was this spot right here and that spot right there. And that's like I said, that's still, it's not up, it's not raised. That's the flooring before I put this coating on here was like that. So this, you know, so the floor was holding up okay, but it just, even being dry max, the water was fine, but the sheer amount of 12.5% pool shot constantly on it was taking its toll. This floor, like I said, year and a half on here, it has held up incredible, and I will continue to do this, and every trailer I own will get bare deck over paint on it like this. Like I said, I've never seen anything hold up this good or do this well, and it wasn't expensive, and I did it in about a half hour. So for, you know, half hour for one coat, let it dry for a half hour, put the second coat. Very easy process, and worked fantastic. So just a quick little tip for you, but if you own a trailer and you want to protect that floor, I personally have never found anything better than bare deck over, just like we got right here. And thanks for watching.